You are listening to a summary of When Does the Future Begin? An article by Daphne Oyserman.
How close do you feel to the future you? According to social scientist Daphne Oyserman, your answer might be critical to your motivation. While most animals focus on the present, early humans developed future-oriented thinking, a mode of consciousness that helps you defy hardship as you make your way toward an imagined future. Balancing these two modes of thinking can be a struggle. Get Abstract recommends this summary to people who want to understand how an orientation toward the future can influence their behavior in the here and now.
Do you see your future self as relevant and firmly linked to the actions you're currently engaged in? Or is future you a distant, amorphous concept? Your answers to those questions reveal your levels of identity-based motivation. Research suggests that improving identity-based motivation leads to higher grades for students, better attitudes toward hard work, and even increased retirement savings in adults. Middle school students underwent a 12-week training program that included small group activities which encouraged them to integrate their current approach to schoolwork with visions of their future selves. Post-training, these students willingly spent more time on homework and had better attendance. They ended up with better grades and higher test scores. They also experienced a shift in attitude and came to see obstacles as necessary rather than unbearable. University students demonstrated similar effects when asked to write about their ideal future. Some students wrote on a blank page, others on a page decorated with containers, and another group wrote on a paper showing an illustration of a footpath. The students who wrote on the page picturing a path later studied more, had better scores on their next quiz, and were more likely to ask for assistance. Imagining progress as a path from their present to future selves gave students clarity. Future plans can seem uncertain and immaterial. Picturing a familiar, tangible experience had positive effects. But not when the writing paper showed an illustrated train instead of a path, as a later experiment revealed. It appears that the human mind responds best to images that require a person to imagine arriving at a destination under his or her own power, rather than as a passive passenger. A final experiment involved asking participants to imagine saving for a child's college fund or for their own retirement. Participants wrote down when they would start saving. Some were asked to list the number of days before they'd start saving, while others were asked to list their imagined start date in years. Participants imagined saving 4 times sooner when they listed their responses in days rather than years. A significant difference considering the effects of compound interest. Using smaller time units caused people to see the future as nearer, spurring them to action. Altering the way you see the future can inspire you to begin preparations today.